I was so dumb, but I hopped on a plane, almost drove right back to the 541. Shitty U-turn on the freeway, you turn me from a fiend to a way to you fun. I can wait in the sun for a little, but it's been real gray, and tonight it's a nice C1. I can wait in the cold for a while at the reason.
How do we feel about that?
Right now I see none. I was so dumb, but I
So
hopped on a
people
plane,
just
almost drove
now
right
watching
back
us,
to the 541.
Jay and listening to us, Jay Billis was on the Oregon broadcast. Fuck, dude, Colorado just chucking threes over and over again. No business going in, and they all go in.
Oregon doesn't.
They don't
Everyone
defend the
makes
three.
a bazillion threes against Oregon.
They
It
don't
is what
defend
it
the
is.
three. Yeah, for sure. So Jay Billis, I believe it's Jay Billis, if I recognize his voice.
There's no way it's Jay Billis.
He works for ESPN, right?
There's no way Jay Billis is calling Oregon.
It
and
really
Colorado.
sounded like him. Okay.
There's no way.
I think
It's probably like Roxy Bernstein and someone named like Steve Sandstorm.
Steve,
it's
okay.
definitely Roxy is there. I don't know who the other one is.
All right. Steve Sandstorm. He was just saying
Darude Sandstorm?
that Oregon only has the one banner. They have the one where the tall furs won the Natty.
Mm-hmm.
And he was saying they should also have the Final Four banner. I tend to agree. I think Oregon is a poverty program in terms of like postseason success, and so if you make a Final Four, that's significant, right? Like we as a society have placed significance on the Final Four for college basketball. So if that's the case, put up a banner, right?
Does other schools do that?
Yes.
So Arizona has a Final Four banner with like 15 years on it.
Yes.
Yes,
Well,
they do.
Arizona's only made the Final Four like 4 times, but yes.
How about UCLA? There's a better one.
No, UCLA just does titles.
Just does.
Yeah.
That's such a flex, by the way. Only doing
Especially
titles,
since all but one of them were before black people could really play.
Yes.
Other than that, Lou Cinder guy,
I was gonna say, Kareem.
I was meeting black and white TV, and I careened into black people
Kareem
playing.
Abdul-Jabbar.
Just go with it.
Famously black.
Famously white, right?
That's awesome.
Oh my God, Oregon sucks, man.
Yeah, Oregon's
this
not good
is
at
brutal.
basketball. Oregon's not good at either basketball team.
Actually, Oregon's not good at sports.
it can be
I'm almost compelled now because we're now like 3+ years like removed from COVID stopping seasons and all that. I bet you in the last 3 years, 4 years, 3+ years, if you count the bubble year where Oregon made the Sweet 16 and Oregon State made the Elite Eight, I bet you Oregon State is a better athletic program than Oregon in the last 3+ years. What's Oregon good at?
No,
I mean, Dan Lanning still hasn't won the Pac-12. Just saying.
Pac-12 baseball won the.
They did win. Yes, they won the postseason tournament. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That might be the one where they're better than before.
Yeah, because softball's gotten worse. Women's basketball's gotten worse.
Yeah, softball's like not ranked for the first time since I think it's 2018 or something.
Something like that.
And what was it? Soccer hasn't won a game in 2 years or something?
Something like that, yeah.
Man.
Are we still a top tier?
Go ahead.
Are we still a top tier acro tumbling school at least?
No, because that coach went to
So.
Baylor, and Baylor's now winning all the titles.
Volleyball's still good.
Yeah, volleyball is still
Volleyball,
good. You're
okay.
right. That is true.
Oregon is a volleyball and track school.
They're not even
I
a
don't
track
think track-
school.
No.
No.
I think they've got some like individual wins, but they haven't won a team title in
Yeah, track stinks.
a while now too.
Yeah, like they let their 2 best coaches go to Washington, and now Washington is winning all the Pac-12 championships.
Is golf worse? Golf is worse too. Right?
Golf is fine, but
Well, they won
Women's-
they won like a national title a few years ago.
They did.
So yes, technically they're worse.
That was pre-COVID though.
yeah, that was like 2017 or something.
Yeah.
Golf is fine. Golf is fine because golf shouldn't be good here. So if they're, top 10, top 15, that's fine.
Absolute miracle that people come to Oregon to play golf or play baseball. Absolutely a miracle that you can convince.
Fucking Rigsby is so fucking bad. He is so bad.
Okay,
He's
so
bad.
Listener of the podcast, we are recording right now Twitch.tv/abrog87 if you'd like to watch us do it live every Thursday. It is Thursday when we're recording this. Oregon is playing Colorado and failing miserably with about 4 minutes left as we are recording this. Yeah, really sort of letting the game go away, which is pretty classic.
And honestly, I feel they might have had an outside chance if they would have beat Colorado, Utah, and then I think they would have played probably Utah again, and then they could have had a beat, and then they would have played Arizona. And if they beat Arizona there, I think you could maybe sneak them in if they did that. But if you dump this game, you have to win the tournament in my eyes. Got to win it.
If this is the first time you're listening to us, I don't know why that would be. I'm Alex. He's King. He's Ski. At TSP Pod, at Jeromny, at TSP Ski. If you want to follow us on Twitter, we do a movie podcast every Sunday. If you would like to watch that movie and listen to us talk about it, it is Grandma's Boy. Grandma's Boy is on Hulu, so watch it. Listen to us talk about it on Sunday. Also, you can find the streams if you don't watch them live and you want to later. You can find those on YouTube. So just search for Sports Brewery on YouTube. Yeah, so Oregon, essentially bad at all sports. I mean, good at football.
Yeah,
good at football. Good. Yeah, good at football.
But
win one of those games against Washington, and you're in the playoff, right? I mean. So,
well, actually, no.
Actually, you're right. You're right.
Because they were like, oh, shit, Texas beat Alabama, and we got to put Alabama in, so I guess we got to put Texas in, and, oh, man, yeah, oh, they both lost. Weird how that happened.
So, if teams are hanging banners for Final Fours, are football teams going to start hanging banners for Final Four in the football playoffs?
Dude, now? Washington has it's not a banner, but it's on like the facade over like the people that sit in section 22-1. This is 2016 college football playoff participant.
That's bad.
I've been to a game at Sun Devil Stadium. It was literally like Blue Bonnet Bowl, Salad Bowl. And I'm not kidding you. It literally was like Blue Bonnet Bowl, Salad Bowl, right next to each other. Teams put up all sorts of crazy shit. Oregon doesn't. They put up nothing. For whatever reason. Football, basketball, it doesn't matter. They don't put up shit. And the basketball thing is ridiculous. Well, I mean, Elton John comes and we gotta have the acoustics.
Oh yeah. It fucks with the acoustics, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But would hanging a college football playoff Final Four, would that be shit on? Or is that going to turn into, yeah, okay, I guess, making the Final Four in the playoff, that's pretty good.
Well,
I think football's different. There's just not a lot of room to put it.
It's not 4 anymore either. Like, I think.
Well, no. Yeah. Going forward with the new playoff, you got to win some games in the playoff to make the Final Four now. Does that constitute a banner?
I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about schools doing that for the playoff, just in general, because like that's what it is now. And so if the standard for postseason play is the playoff, if you make the playoff, put up a banner. I'm cool with it. Or do one of those banners where you have years, like. If you're a small school making the playoff, then by all means throw up a full banner. But if you're Oregon, if you're Alabama, whatever, then throw one up and just have years on it. I think that's appropriate.
Yeah, I kind of do. Championship game participant gets me though.
It was just playoff. It was just playoff participant.
Yeah. That gets me though.
But you're talking about a school that claimed the 1960 national title in 2007.
That is true.
So I mean, University of Washington has no shame. They're losers, by the way, losers. You know it, I know it, they know it. It's a dirty little secret.
So would you guys want the football team to hang conference tournament banners up and playoff banners too? Or fire championship game banners? Would you guys want that
for football?
or for Oregon? Yes, for football.
Yeah. So football, throw up a Rose Bowl, like Rose Bowl
Yeah,
banner.
Rose Bowl.
But I don't get what you guys are talking about with banners. Where are they putting a banner at Autzen Stadium?
Well, you got to find a place.
There's no place.
You put up a sign.
There is no place.
You put up a sign with the different years on it. That's all you can really do, right? Yeah.
Like literally, like the walk from the locker room, the players to the tunnel. They have league championships.
Yeah.
They have that. That's it. There's no surface area.
Yes. Well, let's
They
tear
need to
down
build-
the fucking north side.
Build a
Build
wall.
a banner wall.
Yeah.
Yeah, build a wall. We build the fucking wall.
State of the Union tonight. Build that wall. Build that wall. That's all I'm saying.
Build that fucking banner wall.
Do people still watch State of the Unions?
Oh man.
I've watched. Hang on a second. Hey, Erica, come here. I've watched one State of the Union, and it was.
I think I watched
with this.
I think I watched an old bummer one.
Erica. Who was Chanel's boyfriend who helped us with the dishwasher that one time?
Justin.
And how many people did he kill?
He killed one.
Okay, so I've watched the State of the Union once. It was an Obama year because I knew this guy hated Obama, and he ended up killing people.
Well, person. He ended up killing person.
Person, yeah. Oh, yeah.
All right, a person, yes.
Yeah.
I think was it a road rage thing?
Yeah, because they got windshield wiper fluid on his car.
Oh, they got windshield wiper fluid on his car, which makes sense. You got to kill him.
Warranted. Yeah, warranted.
Yeah, so that's the one time I've watched a State of the Union, and this guy ended up killing people, which in hindsight was a bold move by me.
I know, right?
Yeah, risky. Huh.
Yeah.
The widow.
Should we be talking about that? I don't know.
He's in jail. I don't know. What's he gonna do? That murderer. What's his name? Justin?
I bet he listens to.
He listens to.
We should really stop saying his name. That's one
We're-
thing we should stop.
we're-
I don't know his last name.
Look,
I'll never.
I would be willing to wager. I'd be willing to wager he is in jail and bored. I bet he listens to the podcast. We got big prison energy. Our podcast does.
Oh yeah.
So I watched a little bit of tonight's just because they put it on Instagram
Fucking
and it was Instagram Live, and so I was like, oh yeah, okay, I click it, and he was talking about saving me money on insulin, boys. If he's talking about doing that, I'm on board.
Seems racist.
Because of insulin?
Yeah, I mean, I'm just saying. Seems racist.
All right.
FJB, I don't know.
All right, let's do we want to touch on the women's basketball team at all before we move on? So they ended up losing by like 80 points to Colorado in the Pac-12 tournament.
Was it 79 to 30?
It was actually
30, yeah.
49 points they lost by to Colorado. And it was their 14th straight loss to end the season. Man. So we all like Kelly Graves. Like he's a great dude. He's fantastic in the community. Like seemingly was a good basketball coach. You can't do this and keep your job, can you?
I mean, they gave up on the season a month ago. I mean, no one cares in that building right now.
They weren't close. Like I think
No,
that's
none of the game.
well, that's one of the things you look at as like an athletic director, right? Is if your players are trying and your coach is able to motivate them at all. Like
Well, athletic director is looking at buyout and how much paying a new coach would cost. That's all they're really looking at. And I think King brought up Graves' buyouts at what, $2 million?
It's
Something like that?
not much. It's not much.
But what other coach are you going to get for what fee? Also, when it's, I mean, it's bad. Come on, it's bad. But I think you just got to ride it out with Graves for at least another year because he's got another big recruits coming in. So they keep him or not?
Does he?
I think I saw one. Yeah, one's coming in, like one of top point guard in the country or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, he does. I mean, he does.
Okay.
So I think
I think the number 2 overall recruit won, depending on where you look, plays is from Portland in the 2025 class. So that's probably another angle that
I think if he's still able to recruit, I think you still ride with him. Who else is going to do better?
Well, and my thing is whether it's Graves, because like I said, a couple of weeks ago I said fire Graves, and I offered him an apology. I was wrong. He made the playoffs after they made this, or the tournament after they made the Sweet 16 with Prince in the bubble. I thought 3 straight years. But Oregon's a shitty basketball school.
Yep.
Oregon's not good at basketball. And my thing, and I've mentioned this before. I know I'm somewhat being a dead horse at this point, but I don't know what Oregon basketball fans think they deserve. They're not like I was reading
years that gave us some undue hype on the teams that Jordan Bell that year where they should have fucking box out Jordan Bell, and they might win a national title. And the years with Sabrina, now it gave inflated our egos a little bit. Oh, we're a basketball school, right? Hold our horses a little bit.
And like I sat with you, Ski. We didn't go together. We ended up sitting close. The year after the COVID bubble year, and I think they played like SMU, or it wasn't some good team, right? And it was when they had Quincy Guerrier and all these people. And Oregon was coming off Sweet 16. COVID canceled the year. They're probably an Elite 8 team. Sweet 16 and back-to-back regular season Pac-12 champions. And you had season tickets at that point. And I went to a few games that year too. And maybe someone who was pushing back on this would be like, oh, there were COVID restrictions. Get out of here. Americans were frothing to go to fucking games. No one went to the games. No one that entire year from game 1 at home to game 18 or whatever it was. No one went. And if Oregon fans aren't going to go to games after a stretch of Sweet 16, probably Elite 8, Sweet 16, you know what I mean? Sweet 16, 2 straight regular season conference championships, then Oregon fans suck. I don't want to hear it. And it pisses me off when I'll just read stuff on Twitter. And again, that is a slice of life that's so terribly small. I understand it. But you'll see like James Crepia or Matt Preem tweet whatever it is. And someone will be like, well, I've never been to a game at Matthew Knight Arena, but let me tell you my thoughts. You don't get that opinion. I'm sorry. Like, you cannot be the loudest voice. Or you can. No, you can be. I will not take you seriously, though, when you're someone who's like, well, I've never been to a game, but here's why you need to fire everyone. It doesn't. I'm becoming like a really like not angry, but like annoyed person with the Oregon fan base because they judge everything off football. We're in college football, and that'll change now that it's a 12-team playoff. You lose one game, it's the end of the world, right? Everything's over. The season's in the dumps. And that's how college football, honestly, has operated. College basketball is way different. And again, this year is frustrating as hell. It's awful. Last year, frustrating as hell. They've had so many injuries that led to like November and December losses to where when they just lose that game at home to Wazoo, which was a bad game, they no-showed. It's devastating because they don't have that buffer zone because they're playing fucking 5 scholarship players for 8 weeks to begin the year. Like it's just a curse. It's just a curse. And the prism in which people watch Oregon sports is always through the prism of football. And I understand it. I understand it because, hey, we're your favorite team's favorite team. DeAnthony Thomas. Woo! We're so flashy. All this stuff. Other programs, they just simmer down. It's just, the way people talk about Oregon basketball or baseball or what the fuck ever is always through the prism of football. And I'm at the point now where maybe it's just me being an old person. I'm so fucking over it. I can't stand the discourse where every time, and again, them missing the tournament 3 straight years, not great.
Nope.
That first team out of the bubble year was a bad team. Roster construction stunk. The team actively did not like each other. That was a bad. Last 2 years, like someone posted a graphic, like this week about who's missed the most minutes of starters, and it's Oregon by like double the next second team. I mean, what are we gonna do? Oh, Nate Biddle breaks his wrist and then gets cancer AIDS. You know what I mean? And is out forever and is going to redshirt. Oh, Mookie Cook, 5-star, 6'7" guard, fucks up his ankle, last spring, tries to come back in January. Doesn't feel good. Sits out the rest of the year. Like, what are we supposed to do with that? Like, it's brutal to watch. And I get the frustration.
That's what gets me is the watchability of it too is not good. Because you could be not great, but be a watchable team.
But I think they could be watchable.
They could have been if healthy.
I mean, like when people say fire Altman, right? There are people probably in this chat watching this say fire Altman, right? Okay, you're moving to a brand new conference next year, right? And if you fire Altman tonight, Jackson Shellstad gone. Biddle gone. Whatever you think of Biddle, I'm not even an enormous Biddle guy, but he's gone. Mookie Cook, 5-star guy, played LeBron in a movie. He's gone. There's just certain Keyshawn Bartholomew whose leg exploded. We all watched it against Arizona like a month ago. The fuck are you gonna do about that? His leg exploded on a layup. He says he's coming back. Altman's fired. He's gone. It's hard for me to reconcile. Like again. If they miss the tournament next year, regardless, okay, buy him out, come to have a nice little press conference clip. He's retiring. Okay. But the last 2 years, the context of why they are just going to barely miss the tournament is there. We all see it. Like last year, again, I was never a big Will Richardson guy, but the fact that he missed like 8 weeks with mono at the end of the year, probably a big factor. I'm just going to say probably hampered them.
Oh, Cousinard, you're so bad. Yeah.
He had 39 points on Saturday.
Yeah, they were down 40.
I know. It didn't matter.
It didn't matter.
No, it didn't matter. I like I said, the game was 20-9, and I was like, well, I know how this game's going.
Yeah, that's when I turned it off.
Perfectly on cue, by the way. Oregon misses a 3 and Colorado gets the rebound and the game's over. So, I think, again, it always goes down to if you were going to fire your coach, you had better have somebody better in mind, or you better fucking have a plan for it. I think
is Oregon a good enough program to get a coach better than Dana Altman?
No. That's part of it too. No, that's part of it too. Is who are you going to get who's better than Dana Altman at this point? Dana Altman is such an established figure here at a school that is not a basketball school, who has had them in the tournament fairly regularly. Obviously, recently he's had issues, injuries obviously this year, but if you're going to bring in somebody, he better be better. And who are you going to hire who's better? I mean, what you would have to do if you're Oregon is hire like a name, or like a young name, like somebody who nobody knows about yet, like a Dan Lanning type of situation. Somebody who's known in football circles, but nobody else knows about him. You're going to have to hire that person, and you're going to have to get lucky.
What was it? The guy from Florida Gulf Coast like 5 years ago.
And guess what? And you're like King said, you're starting from scratch because all of these guys are Dana guys, and they're not going to want to stay here in Eugene and play for whoever the hell that's going to be, unless they're cool. They'd have to be really cool, but you got to have a plan. And so I think with Dana, I don't foresee them firing him. Period. Like
zero chance.
He would. No, I mean like even next year. Like even if they don't make the tournament,
I'm there next year.
I don't. See
I think if 4 years in a row, I think they would not fire him. Like I said, they would come to an agreement. He would retire. He would get a good package. Everyone would smile. Be on their way. But my thing with people that are like, fire this guy, like fire Altman, fire Graves, is it's not a Band-Aid. Like, people think that'll fix everything. Oregon fan, you're bad at rooting for teams that are not top 10. And exciting, because I remember the Mario Cristobal years. Listen, you can hate it all you want. He won 2 Pac-12 titles. Dan Lanning has won 0. It's only 2 years. He's won 0. But Mario was only here for 4 and he won 2. And people I know and people I saw on the internet, the thing was, oh, I'd rather go 7-5 and be exciting than go 10-2 with Mario. That's a byproduct of the Nike-fication and like the sexiness and the brand of Oregon. Is there are a lot of people that really say that shit, that really believe it.
Oh yeah.
That really are like, well, I mean, if everything isn't perfect, I don't like this. I don't like this. And I've said this before about Oregon basketball people. When they're like, oh, Matt Court, they played Foghat and it was collegiate. The fuck, Foghat? Really? Grow up. Grow with the times. Like, no one is building arenas that are 8,000 people and playing fucking Foghat in 2024. Like, what world are you living in? And also, the world you're living in is a fucking lie, because I went to a bunch of games in the last year of Matt Court, and Ernie Kent went, I think it was 2-16 in the Pac-10. No one was there. No one was there. Stop it. Oregon fans only show up when it is absolutely a thing. There's an LA fan element to Oregon fans, which is insane, because we ain't the Lakers. Are any other teams in LA actually good? I don't think so, to be honest. But I don't know. I just have a thing with how people talk about just the programs in general, when I know they're not actually, even if they live around here, they're not going to the games.
And it's not even like it's not a fair weather fan thing with Oregon fans. It's a like elite level. Like the only time like fans sell out or get really excited is when the team is elite. Like
and fun.
Yeah, we're talking. So the team has to be really, really good and really fun to watch. Otherwise, fans aren't going. And it's that way with football too, man. Like it's absolutely that way with every sport. And when was the last time people went to Matthew Knight Arena and it was truly loud and crazy? Was it like Final Four?
Pritchard senior year.
Final Four year? Like,
no, it was the Pritchard year, the COVID year that
Pritchard. COVID year was
that
COVID year had buzz from the men and the women's team together. Was
the women's games were electric. I mean, that's the funny thing is, for 2 years, granted, the women did not sell out that November game against Utah State, because that's just never happening here. But that was a place to be for 2 seasons. Mm-hmm. Sabrina and all that, you had to be there. It was electric, and it sold out. Now no one gives a fuck, and it happened like that.
No,
like I'll see discourse amongst Oregon fans where they're just watching a Baylor game, let's say Iowa State, whatever. Well, why can't we get this? The metropolis, not metropolis, but the city is 400,000 people metro. Why can't we get this? And it's like, because everything has to be perfect, everything has to be pretty, everything has to be fun. We are a cocaine fan base, and it's, if you want to, I don't even care if people admit it and are like, whatever, just admit it. Oregon is a cocaine fan base. It just is what it is.
When it's rocking, it's fucking buzzing,
it's the best. But the second there's a dip,
crash.
No one goes. No one goes.
Yeah.
I'm going to the Utah game on Saturday at Matthew Knight Arena. I bet there'll be 5,000 people there. There's gonna be no one there.
Oh, after this loss, even less.
Yeah.
And it's senior night. Dante's leaving. Everyone seems to love Dante. It's like, Yeah, there's gonna be not many people there.
And like I've told the story on here before, but when Oregon was still pumping out that 120 game sellout at Autzen, they lied about selling out the Marcus Mariota Senior Day game against Colorado because they had a margin that if they sold just enough tickets, they could lie about it. And Craig Pittons told me and others they sold it out with like 2 hours left, which wasn't a sellout. It was just the number where they could lie and call it a sellout. And you want to know what? The sellout streak ended. The second Mariota left. Gone. Over. Done. The year after, they went to the title game with a Heisman winner. We could not sell out the home opener. We are not a good fan base.
No,
we're not.
And remember the talking point, which I always hated too. The talking point is like, yeah, like fans, don't go to games. It's your right. Don't go to games. We live in Eugene, Oregon, where there's so many amazing things you can do in the community and blah, 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 blah. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, do you like Oregon football or not? If you like Oregon football, go to the fucking games. There's fucking like 6 of them all year. Go to the fucking game if you're an Oregon football fan. What are you going kayaking instead of to the Oregon football game? Like, shut up. What are you talking about?
There's a lot of basketball games you could, you don't got to go to all those. There's a lot of them. But yeah, if you are a football fan and you like going to football games, there's not that many. You better fucking go to them.
And by the way, you got no excuse now. Now you're in a new conference. It's flashy. It's new. It's shiny. I mean, come on, man.
Start that sellout streak back up again here now.
Oh, it is going to be. I already know how it's going to look because I've watched Big Ten games. But when Oregon fans take inventory of like, why does Purdue go 5-7 every year and sell out every game? Why are there 45,000 people at this Indiana game? I don't know, because they're invested and we're really not.
Nope.
Granted, this year, Autzon's going to be electric. Yeah. It's going to be electric. Boise State, whatever. But you know what I mean? Michigan State, Ohio State, Washington. It's going to be electric. Give it a few years.
Wow.
That Maryland trip, if Oregon's ranked 23rd or is 4-2, oh my God, let's say they're 4-2 on October 3rd, no one's going. There'll be 50,000 people there. Let's just be honest, Duck fans.
How many years until you start seeing just swaths of other Big Ten schools at their at Autzen?
No, do you remember the Nebraska game a few years ago? Remember how many fucking Nebraska fans were in that stadium? It's gonna be like that, guys.
And the scary thing is,
by the way, Ohio State already bought out 3/4 of Autzen Stadium. Like, who are we kidding at this point?
Actually, I think Oregon actually put one of those what NBA teams do this, where they put a computer JavaScript around where you can buy tickets, and if you're outside the zone,
it's geofencing.
Geofencing, yes. They got smart this year against Ohio State.
Yeah, that's awesome.
No, but
we used to do that in radio. By the way, if you ever wonder why ads show up on your phone randomly when you go into certain places, that's why. Is because they buy deals and they are geofenced to those locations you go into. That's why. Yeah. It seems like people are looking at your phone. They are looking at your phone.
Oh, yeah.
They know exactly where you are. Yep. Turn off that location thing if you don't want it to happen.
No, but just wait until. Can you imagine UCLA and USC home games next year?
Oh.
UCLA is going to be 60-70% the other fans.
Yeah, Wisconsin's going there next year. It's going to be insane.
I guess a good side effect of that is you're not going to have like empty stadiums anymore. So
because that really affects my bottom line.
Well, no, what I'm saying is like, so Oregon plays Cal, for instance. And the stadium has it's like 20% full, 15% of it's Oregon fans. Like it's a pathetic football game to watch. Like I don't think that's gonna happen anymore. I think like you said, Wisconsin fans are gonna buy a bunch of tickets. They're gonna, whatever. I don't know.
No,
they're gonna go want to watch a game in the Rose Bowl. Fuck it.
Yeah. No,
and
absolutely.
They want to leave their dreary ass fucking Wisconsin, Indiana, Michigan area and go, oh, it's going to be 67, 68 and sunny. Let's get the fuck out of here and go probably pay $13 to go watch this football game.
Anything to go to California. Yeah.
But I thought everyone's leaving California. Are you trying to say everyone's trying to move, try to go to California? I thought everyone wants out of California.
I mean, Joe Rogan left, am I right? And he moved to Austin, a real conservative stronghold.
Yeah, a hub.
Maybe the most liberal city in America, Austin, Texas. Oh, you really showed us.
God, there's so many people moving to Austin. That
great.
Have you ever talked to anybody who lives in the area or is from that area? That Austin, Texas was not built to have people in it, period. And that's before all these people started moving. Like the infrastructure of Austin is ridiculously terrible. And so
infrastructure of Texas itself is
for sure, but Austin especially, just on the influx of people who have been going there, it can't even come close to handling it. It's a fucking shit show apparently. It's like trying to get anywhere is like an hour or two basically.
Well, that's what happens when you got these fucking liberal towns. I mean, what do you expect?
If you really want to show us you mean business, Joe Rogan, move to fucking Lubbock. Move to Amarillo. Get out of here with moving to Austin. Oh, wow. What a statement.
I know, yeah. Real edgy guy there.
Yeah, real edgy.
All right. What else can we talk about? We got the Russell Wilson got cut by Denver, meaning so it was like the day before his 4-year contract became fully guaranteed. And,
Speaking of shit.
Okay.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah. Shit.
Congratulations for buying a bidet.
Thanks, buddy. Yeah,
it's a big step.
If you're in our Discord, Sports Brewery in the Discord, let us know if you want an invite. You might have seen that I bought a bidet today. Booble and I were talking about it, and I was to the point where it was like, I want one, I think, but I literally need somebody to tell me which one to buy. Like I see them on Amazon, like I don't know what's good or not. I have no clue. So somebody tell me. And then WCP dropped a link to Hello Tushy. Is the company
Tushy?
Or it's just Tushy, right? It's just Tushy, yeah.
It's just Tushy.
And it's like $99, and I pulled the trigger and I got it. So we'll see, man. It's gonna show up in a week. We'll see how my butthole feels. Nope. We'll see.
Yeah, does it have the hot warm difference of the stream?
I don't know.
Oh, because I actually eschew the warm stream. I like that cold little stream.
like you woken up.
It really wakes you up in the morning. Bang! Every morning, it's like Mike Breen. I turn that thing on, and it is colder than shit. There's ice shards in it this time of year. And yeah. Bang! Ah!
Okay. So my question is, and this is all going to get worked out in like the first day, I'm sure, but I'm looking at videos of people like turning them on to just like, hey, see, water comes out. Like they turn.
And videos are you watching?
It's like a stream of water that goes like all over their bathroom. Is that really the water pressure we're talking about here?
Yeah, I mean, it's got a clean fecal matter, man.
I get it. No, I get it. But like my concern is it's splashing right where the fecal matter is, and that stuff's gonna like splatter all over the place, right?
No, you're good. You're good.
Okay.
I will say, make sure you really tighten it straight.
The valley does the ass cheek valley prevent it from escaping? Is that what we're talking about?
Yes, absolutely. It bats it right down.
Okay.
Little beginning of the saccage too, kind of.
Well, now
right
see,
down.
that's another that's another conversation we need to have, because are we just spraying shit all over our sack?
No. It's clean water, man. It's clean water. It comes straight out of the pipes.
Yep.
It doesn't turn in. It's not clean one after it hits my shit.
Well, it goes down, man.
All right.
Listen, you're talking to a veteran here.
I know.
I'm telling you, Rook.
I know. All I can.
By the way, you're paying for dinner tonight. Jesus Christ. This is insane.
I know.
Hitting you with that bill, rookie. Dookie rookie.
Carry my helmet.
Who was it? Huckleberry who was too afraid to sit on the bidet? Is that in the Discord?
I think it was
Today?
Booble.
We got those. Booba got those two spurs.
I think it was Huckleberry. I think he was in New Orleans, and he's like,
Oh,
this
yeah.
thing looks terrifying.
That's right. They had like a bargain mart bidet in the hotel he was staying in New Orleans.
Coward.
That's right. Yeah.
Coward. You got to sit on it, man.
That's where bidets come from, right?
I think so.
French?
Francais.
That's
Yeah.
it.
He
And then
says.
the Japanese just made it better.
By the way, he says he tried to turn it on, but the water didn't work. Huckleberry.
Likely story.
Yeah.
Are we sure about that?
Well, the good news, Braga, now you can just have all the half and half and spicy food you want now, and you won't be scared.
I will 100% say, when you have scalded your innards with spice and it comes out, there is nothing better than making sure you turn that on the coldest function. Oh my God. I just melt. Oh, I want to eat more hot stuff.
We were talking.
Just
we were talking about whole milk.
Aloe vera in there too. It helps soothe it on top of it.
That's perfect. Get that aloe vera. So like the toilet paper I'll buy is the aloe vera toilet paper, and then I'll just like take one little thing and then nice little yeah. No, I'll say we were talking about whole milk last week. I'll just as soon as I get that thing hooked up and I confirm that it works, whole glass of whole milk right away. Forget it.
Do it on the stream. Do it on the stream, you coward.
You're crazy, man. You're crazy.
Do it on the stream, you coward.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and then I'll take my laptop into the bathroom with me.
Oh,
This is a.
get a timer on it. I don't think it's gonna be instant, but it's gonna be pretty fucking quick.
I gotta check Twitch's rules on videotaping
Hey, I
taking
think-
dumps.
I think almost anything goes on Twitch now. I think.
Yeah, if you can do like hot tub streams, I think you can do taking a dump streams. Probably.
Yep.
Probably.
I feel like poop is a thing Twitch is definitely fine with.
Oh yeah. I bet there's a many accounts that are built around fucking poop in general.
Yeah. Speaking of which, Booble mentions this. Tushy.com, enter promo code TSB.
Then
Tushy, I mean, no brainer. All we do is talk about you now.
all we do.
Hey, Braga, what does the T in Tushy stand for? TSB.
PSP.
Damn right it does. I'll talk about my bidet journey on this podcast every week.
You should start a vlog about that. On
Yeah.
Vlog.
Should.
I got a YouTube page. Follow my YouTube page. Punch the bell. You can hear about my bidet journey.
Day one with a bidet.
I literally should do that, by the way.
And was it a good bidet?
What a bidet.
What a bidet.
Sunday is my
Yeah, you
favorite bidet.
You definitely need a lot of catchy
No.
punchlines like that.
No,
to-
Tuesday's my favorite bidet because it's taco night. Taco Tuesday.
Oh,
Put that bidet to work.
I
All right,
like
we'll
this.
see. We'll see, man. I didn't know toilet water could be hot.
oh yeah. There's some of them have the little like nozzle to warm it up.
Really?
Yeah,
Like the bidets warm it up?
yeah.
yeah.
Huh. That's kind of amazing. Is it like a water warmer thing where you hit a switch
Technology,
and
man.
it bubbles? Like
I don't know if it bubbles.
I mean, it's not going to scald your. It's not scalding asshole.
You're
level.
not making top ramen.
No. Yeah, it's gonna be warmish.
you don't
Warmish for
you
ya.
don't tell me what I make, okay, bud? You don't know me.
There's your other. So You know how there's that psychopath that like cooks meals and stuff on planes and in hotels and shit like that?
I hate that
We could
guy.
be the guy that cooks in your bidet if you get it hot enough. Done.
That
News
guy
stop.
needs to be
Yeah.
fucking stopped. His most
Someone's
recent
gotta
one
stop.
where he cooks like grits and shrimp in an airplane sink. Fire him. Like, I wish he was on a Boeing plane where a secret door just opened and he gets sucked out. That guy is the worst. And watching him eat is foul. That is blech. I hate him.
See, I do like food content, channels and things like that. I don't care to watch people eat the food though. It's not appealing. And that
It's
guy
funny.
is
It's funny you
worse.
say that because even like normal food accounts where they're like, "Well, hey, we're checking out Michelangelo's, rate and review," and they just show you eating linguine and breadsticks. I'm like, I don't like this. I'm uncomfortable watching you just eat in your car.
You know what it is?
Slurp noodles.
It's the same thing as when you go to a website and see just to get a recipe for something, and somebody has their video of them like making it and talking about it and blah blah blah. I don't want to watch that ever. And so what I do is I will see those pages on my Instagram. I'll see the thing they're making and I'll be like, "Oh, that looks really good." And then I'll fucking turn it off and I'll Google a recipe for that same food. And I won't do the video. I'll just skip to the recipe itself and I'll just cook it that way. I refuse to watch people make food. I won't do it. And I know there's like a huge culture of that. Like there's all these TV shows for it and stuff. It's like, no, I don't. Unless Gordon Ramsay's like yelling at somebody, calling them a fucking donkey. Like I don't want to.
You fucking muppet.
Or unless it's or Bear. Bear's a good show, but they don't actually cook on that show really. So anyway,
I saw that Gordon Ramsay recently said that truffle oil is shit. Is that true? I feel like that's a hot take by him.
big if true. Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that because people love to just douse shit in truffle oil to think it's going to make it taste better. Too much. It's like sesame oil. Just fucking a little. Here you go. Here's a little flavor enhancer. Done. Not just dousing shit.
You know what I like that has become a trend is people who cut together clips of Gordon Ramsay talking while he's cooking, and then they do the close-ups of like people making terrible food or like burning shit or whatever. I think that's funny.
So, like, will you not watch chef reactions on Instagram or TikTok?
No, I
Because it's
won't.
people making food? Really?
Dude, I have like visceral reactions when I see reaction videos. Like, I like all of them. I don't like any of them. Like, I don't get it. It's
you
like
know
it's
what?
like people watching a trailer and then having their head in the corner like this, being like, "Oh yeah, uh-huh."
No, I do
Yeah.
get it. I do get it because we're all born from the reaction videos of 2 girls, 1 cup. So that literally soiled everything for you going forward.
Staying on the topic of bidets too, man. I mean, where was a bidet when that video?
Oh, God, that would have made it even nastier.
Oh.
Straight up.
We've all seen that, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, like
yeah, fuck
everybody.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, I had to watch it. I mean,
wish I
it's
did.
gross.
Is that still out there?
No, I think it's like literally like decade
Like,
ago
someone
been
just
scrubbed. Like I'm
Yeah,
sure
someone just nuked it.
I'm sure someone has it, or millions of people have it, and they'll put it on Reddit or something. But it's one of those ones that like instantly goes away.
Dark web. Yeah.
Yeah, dark
Yeah.
web.
The
Yeah.
dark web.
All right. Let's see. Any sports to talk about? Do we want to talk about Russell Wilson at all?
Oh, what
Anybody
the fuck do
care?
you want to talk about Russell Wilson
Yeah.
about?
Okay. It's the biggest. It's the most dead cap space created by a player in NFL history, which I
Here's
think
all-
is funny.
Here's all I'll say about that. Everyone says that's the worst trade ever, right? For the
No.
most part. Not everyone.
Most part.
but-
Trey Lance was pretty bad. The 49ers giving all those first round picks for Trey Lance. That was pretty bad.
Yeah, but Trey Lance is currently on the team and has potential. Russell
Well,
Wilson.
He's on a different team.
He's on the Cowboys now.
He's on the Cowboys, yeah.
Yeah, but he's still currently playing where he, could have been a good player. they got Russ at the end of his career when he was washed already. That's what made it extra worse.
But what will be the worst contract, Russ or Deshaun Watson?
Yeah.
Probably Deshaun.
Yeah.
I mean, Deshaun Watson has Deshaun Watson been good since you found out COVID-19 was a thing?
Was he good at all this year?
No. And
No.
he opted out of games like on purpose. He just didn't want to play and was faking injuries so he didn't have to play. It's amazing.
Yeah, you could argue Deshaun Watson will go down as the worst.
God, the $85 million in dead cap money is crazy.
Crazy. But I love it because
Crazy.
Sean Payton sucks, man.
Yeah,
that guy, we're like almost like 15 years removed from him winning a Super Bowl. And yeah, that fake or that onside kick to surprise the Colts, that was great. Like, hey, yeah, that's great coaching. But were we watching games in high def at that point? I'm just kind of wondering. It's a long time ago.
Also, the NFL scriptwriters, that was right after Katrina. Like the Saints were not going to lose that Super Bowl. There's no fucking way. And the Gleason stuff where he had like MS or whatever it was, and no. Yeah, they were like what's the opposite of a cursed team? They were that. Yeah, blessed team, whatever.
Blessed work.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Sean Payton sucks. We've established that. Like, listen to the movie podcast with the.
That movie sucked too.
The movie's great.
It was so bad.
So good. He's a janitor. Surprise.
Yeah.
How wacky.
So
wacky.
Rob Schneider's dating his ex-wife. Did you know that?
Oh, Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider in the movie we're talking about on Sunday. Grandma's Boy.
Kind of a racist. Oh, I mean, he already is a racist, Rob Schneider, but a little extra racist in Grandma's Boy as well.
Does he live in Joe Rogan's compound out in Austin? Seems like a legit pair.
It's a possibility.
Okay, so let's get to our list. How about that? And part of our list, we might as well talk about the topic too. So it came about because Jake Paul is going to be fighting Mike Tyson in July. Mike Tyson, 57 years old, if you didn't know that. Jake Paul, 9-1 in his career, has won his last 2 fights against like actual boxers, I think, even though they're
they're boxers, but they're not
really low level.
Didn't he lose his last fight to the British guy, the really tall guy, the big guy?
I think he's won 2 in a row, hasn't he? I don't know, dude.
And I'm pretty sure he won the last one at least. He knocked the guy out.
Really quickly.
Who did he lose to though? Who's that guy?
Was it Nate Robinson?
No, it was the British boxer who came out on a throne.
Was it Fury?
Yes, Tyson Fury.
Fury. Yeah, okay. Booble says Tommy Fury. I think it's Tyson, right?
Tyson Fury is like the world champion.
Yeah, Tommy Fury. It's Tommy Fury. It was his brother.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because Tyson Fury is actually would actually destroy him, right?
Yes. Tommy Fury. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Let's get him to fight Tommy Gunn, you coward. Jesus.
Coward. Tommy Morrison. Fight him.
Yeah,
is he still alive?
No.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
No. Died of AIDS, right?
From not AIDS in his idea, but yes, AIDS.
Right. Okay. All right, so that is what our list is. It is. Oh, by the way, the fight's going to be on Netflix, so figure that out. I don't know.
Can Tyson move?
No. That's what I said. That's what I said in our Discord when we were talking about it earlier today. He's 57. Like I don't care who he was. Like, by the way, he got his ass handed to him in the last fight. Like he was in, right?
Yeah.
And so like, I mean,
it's Roy Jones Jr.
Yeah, like, I mean,
is that the last one?
I don't think he lost that fight.
No,
I gotta be honest.
So I was talking about like the last real fight he was in. Like, remember when his career was ending?
Hasim Rahman in 1997.
I'm saying 97 was a long time ago. It's like 30 years ago.
Riddick Bowe got him.
I'm just saying.
You're gonna hold the fact that Evander Holyfield beat him? Like, what are we doing here?
Like 57 years old. And the guy's like half his age. He's probably going to kick his ass, right?
Have you seen the odds on it?
No.
I have not.
Paul is plus 360.
So the reason why I asked if Tyson can move, Tyson's hands are still going to be hammers.
Oh,
I just don't know if he can move enough to get in position to punch.
I feel like
If Paul comes to him, he's getting fucking hit with some bombs.
Like, Tyson just has to hit him once, though, right?
I would like to see that. I would like to see some of those Tyson haymakers just hit Jake Paul, and we'll see what happens. But again, he's 57. Like it's not like he's gonna go round for round with Paul.
I mean,
like,
Foreman might have fought until he was 50.
Okay, we can't bring up Foreman, dude, because Foreman would like stand in the corner and get punched.
It's so bad.
He'd get punched.
Well, Tyson could do that against Paul. Just fucking sit there until he just throws a fucking bomb at him.
Who's the guy Foreman beat to become heavyweight champion again when he was like super old?
Oh,
that guy stunk.
I can't remember.
That guy stunk.
Yeah, I remember that fight though, because it was like on HBO, and I remember he would just like it was like he would just get punched. Michael Moore.
Michael Moore. Yes.
Yeah, I remember watching that. He just got punched and punched and punched and punched and punched, and then Moore finally got tired, and then he's like that was it. I can't see Tyson doing that, man. I don't know. That's what made Foreman great, is because he had like a concrete skull. Like he could just get punched in the head over and over again and it didn't do anything. Like I don't think Tyson's like that, guys.
No.
Yeah. No.
Just one punch and it's over.
He throws. That's the only thing Paul's never seen, is someone just gets absolutely throw nukes at you.
That's true.
Even at 56, 57, whatever. I've seen those videos where he's just like fucking around with people, just like shadow boxing. He still throws bombs.
Yeah.
Do they have a how much money they're making off this yet?
I haven't seen it.
I haven't seen it.
I was looking for that. I haven't seen it.
It's gotta be a lot of money.
Dude, Netflix jumping into the live sports thing. This is sort of their venture into it, right? I mean, they got to be throwing a ton of money to get Mike Tyson to agree to a fight with anybody. They're throwing a shit ton of money at him, no doubt.
In a real fight, not one of those fake like, oh, we're not really trying to knock each other out fucking fights.
I kind of want to watch it. Am I a?
I'm watching it.
I am watching.
100%.
It's Mike fucking Tyson. I don't care who he was fighting, let alone I want to see him explode Jake Paul's face. That's the end game.
I don't know, man. I really could see Tyson just getting worked over, like really quickly too. I don't know. Oh, that's right. That's right. Booble reminded me they got WWE Raw is going to be on Netflix next year. So they got
that's so weird.
Yeah, that's right. I think they're adding like tennis or something too. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so anyway, our list is based on that.
I think Michael Chang's going to take it all next year. Got to be honest.
Guaranteed.
They
Boris Becker, I think, is he going to be mixing it up?
I think we've done this. I think we've done this list before. Like, I'm pretty sure.
What, 90s tennis players?
Yeah.
Who else you got?
Top 3 90s tennis players. Go. No, nothing? All right. Navratilova? Nothing?
Pete Sampras. Jeez.
So again,
I'm trying to find some funny names. But
I'm pretty sure we have done this list before. It is our top 3 celebrity death matches.
Stefan Edberg?
Yvonne Egbert?
Goran Ivanovic? Goran Ivanovic?
Yeah, I cannot say that name.
Drazen Petrovic?
There you go.
R.I.P.
Patrick Rafter. Good guy.
There we go, Rafter.
What a forehand.
So, top 3 celebrity death matches.
Yvonne Lendl? Okay, Gustavo Kuerten.
Okay.
Come on.
All right, thank you.
Okay, come on.
Okay, guys. Okay, come on. Who wants to start?
All right, I'll let you do your little list.
I'll start it off because I just came up with this one on the fly. My number 3 celebrity death match It's going to be Dana against Graves, and the winner gets to keep their job.
Oh! Yes, sir. That's a winner. That's a number one, man. By the way, Kelly Graves would obliterate Dana. Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't be close. Yeah. All right. My number 3, topical, because State of the Union tonight. I want Biden to fight Dana Carvey. That's what I want. Does an impersonation of him. Let's see an actual fight. And they're both like old and frail, and I think Dana Carvey had heart surgery recently. Like, I mean, yeah. And while we're at it, Trump against James Austin Johnson. I want to see that too.
Big fight. The biggest fight.
Maybe some say the biggest.
Charizard's gonna be there.
Saturday Night Live, more like
You
Saturday
too
night.
as well.
He's gonna be
Gonna be
Saturday.
Mewtwo ringside.
Gonna be Saturday Night Dead.
There's gonna be so many celebrities there, just gonna fill the rafters with celebrities.
Sticking with the State of the Union theme, my number 3 celebrity death match would be Joe Biden versus Marjorie Taylor Greene. Marjorie Green Taylor Green.
Taylor Green.
I don't know if you guys saw the clip tonight where he was walking out and saw her, and she's wearing, a red, jacket like she's a lobster. Shout out to the British.
Fucking lobster.
And then, the MAGA hat. He's just like, oh, shit, that's a lot of red.
Did he say that?
No, but he was like, oh, my God. Whoa, that was loud. She's gross, man.
She's really gross. Yeah. No doubt.
See, at least like Bobert is like trashy enough to bang. Like she's in that. Marjorie Taylor Greene just gross.
Yeah, Bobert owns it, right? Like HJ's in a theater, like do your thing.
Oh.
Like whatever, it's cool. Like just don't just don't lie about it. Just
Get
do your
that
thing.
jewel pod in the theater.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like it's 2017. Oh, yeah.
Gotta glaze that popcorn, baby.
Yeah.
Have we all done our 3?
Did anyone check the popcorn bucket if there was a hole in the bottom of it?
There's a hole in the bucket. Number 3's from the chat. WCP Kerrigan versus Harding. Do that now, though. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. By the way, Harding is
Well,
destroying Kerrigan. Like,
Harding's prison strong, so she'll beat her ass.
yeah. And then Booble
She
says,
probably had to join a white supremacist gang in prison.
yeah, I just imagine that fight starting and Harding just rips off her shirt and she's got a big swastika on her back or something.
Oh yeah, massive swastika just on her back. With what was the movie where they got like from Archer? Pam has that tattoo on her back about like with check marks of people like she's killed. That's what she would have.
And then she takes off her wig and reveals that she has her head shaved or something.
Yeah.
Yep. Booble says Wayne from Letterkenny versus Debo from Friday. Yeah. That'd be good.
R.I.P. I'm pretty sure Tiny Zeus listeners dead. But
WCP wondering if Marge had the Trump hump on the.
It did. Oh, that hat was
Oh, well.
trash as hell. Again, you can wear a MAGA hat if you want. Don't care. Just know it's the shittiest hat, design-wise, on the face of the earth. That shit fucking stinks.
Poor quality.
It's a bad-looking hat.
is that a market we could corner? Is the non-humped Trump MAGA?
No, you got to have the Trump hump on
It
the hat.
has to be the
It's
hump,
just-
otherwise there's no
yeah.
point in having a MAGA hat.
Yeah.
Otherwise, how you fitting all those words on the front of it? That's the thing.
It
Too.
is
It's a
very
lot of
word.
words to be on the front of a hat.
I used to try to make America great again, and then it was keep America great. Now I'm trying to make America great again. 45 and 47 and 46 because I won. It's a little wordy, man. Let's shorten that down a little bit. Just
All of those words are in there.
a little less words. A little wordy.
A little wordy.
Little wordy.
It's a hat. It's got the most words. It's got the most. Yeah,
We pay by the word. It costs you guys a little extra. You got to pay by the word.
It charges by the letter.
Yeah.
It's got quotes on there too for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah. All right, my number 2. I would like to see Draymond Green fight Steven Adams.
Steven Adams would wash him.
That's why I want to see it.
Steven Adams would wash everyone.
Yes, he would.
So that my number 2 is Draymond Green versus Isaiah Stewart.
Ooh. Isaiah Stewart has enough crazy that
He is fucking out there.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Though he did, who was the guy? Drew Eubanks?
You
sucker punched him?
Yeah.
And Drew Eubanks apparently was like, no one makes me bleed my own blood, especially you, because you didn't make me bleed, you bitch.
Monkey.
Shout out to Troutdale and Drew Eubanks.
Monkey.
Yep.
Sucker punch. Sorry. Movie on Sunday. All right. Go ahead.
My number 2, they're not people, but it's a big rivalry. I want to see Coke fight Pepsi. And the world of claymation, like Kevin Garnett said, anything is possible.
Who do you got in that fight?
Oh, Coke.
For obvious
West Coast
reasons.
bias aside, Coke's going to win.
Yeah, man, you can't be saying that here. You can't you can't be a Coke guy in Eugene, Oregon, bud.
The soda of a new generation. Newbrin.
Little, yellow,
Little.
different.
Little, yellow, different.
All right, from the chat, let's see. Ski, you did your 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did. You did, Draymond. Yeah, okay. WCP says Vin Diesel versus The Rock. I'm really curious if The Rock could actually fight.
No, he's too big.
Yeah, I kind of think that
He couldn't even do the rock bottom anymore.
Oh,
It'd be like,
I bet the Rock is really slow too. Like if you get the Rock just running a sprint, I bet he runs like a 6 flat or whatever. It's 6 flat 40-yard dash. Like he's slow. He's lumbering the Rock.
do we got The Rock's college times when he played football?
He was a D
Oh, shit.
lineman. Come on, bro. He's in the 5s. He's in the 5s when he's in college, I bet. Yeah. Number 2 from Booble, Stephen A versus Whitlock.
oh, go Stephen A.
The country's behind Stephen A.
Just give Whitlock
It's
some
rare.
salt and his heart will stop.
Yeah, speaking of running, just run to the other side of the room and have him chase you. He's done.
Run 30 feet away.
Yeah.
You're good.
Thump. Yep. Let's see. WCP, I like Coke with my rum, but itself, I prefer Pepsi. When I was
Hey, it's the choice of a new generation. What are you
when
gonna
I was
do?
a soda drinker, I was on that Pepsi Max over the Coke Zero. Gotta say. Let's
Crystal
see.
Clear Pepsi?
When's the last time you had a soda?
Cocaine fan base. That's that cocaine Pepsi. Last time I had a soda.
Oh my God, you're one of those people. Oh, 26 G's.
No,
Oh.
I had soda was a problem for me for like a long time. And then it was diet soda because I'm a type 1 diabetic. So I just drank diet soda all fucking day, all day long.
Look at this guy using his health as a reason.
And so I finally just had to stop. Yeah. I replaced it with these guys, those sparkling ices. Fully addicted to these. I just drink them all the time. So
They're good.
we're just replacing one addiction with another, guys.
Absolutely.
It is what it is.
Okay.
Have you had a soda since Biden was in office?
No, actually I have. I want to say like 4 months ago I had a
Wow.
Coke Zero. Yeah. And it wasn't that good. Yeah, I think soda is one of those things where if you drink it all the time, it's really, really good. And if you don't and then have one, it's like, oh, these actually aren't really that great. So
A lot of sugar.
Try to say you're
yeah, maybe I should do what WCP says and have an A&W or something instead, and that would actually
See,
be
root
good.
beer-
Yeah.
root beer is about the thing I'll drink the most of sodas.
What about Barks? Barks has
And
bite.
Barks has bite.
Yeah,
I'm all aboard.
I remember Barks being really good. Yeah.
Mug's the only one I kind of just like, this peasant ass fucking root beer.
Peasant root beer. All right, my number one. Let's get to it. I want to see Matt Damon fight Ben Affleck. I think
To see who's not a fucking co-op.
how you like them apples. Yep. I want to like Affleck is sneaky big. I think. Like I think Affleck could actually tear some.
What's
shit
Affleck
up.
like? Probably like 6'2"?
I'm saying
6'3"?
He's like he's like Steven Adams. He's like a naturally big guy, and I think he could tear some shit up. But Damon, Damon is fucking
6'4".
Jason. He's Jason Bourne, my guy.
6'4", yeah.
Oh, he's 6'4". I'm saying, man.
He's big, yeah.
But Damon is Jason Bourne. Damon is always in really good shape. He has like the fighting movie skills. Like, I want to see it.
Affleck just kills heaters and drinks Dunkin' like he better knock him out quick. How about we'll go there?
I want to see it either way.
All right. My number one, I'm going in their prime fight. Jet Li versus Jackie Chan.
Yeah, the fake movie kung fu fights.
No, but for reals fight to see if. Yeah.
Wasn't Jet Li like an actual master, or am I thinking of Donnie Yen?
I think you're thinking of Chuck Norris.
How is Chuck Norris not your number one, by the way?
Because no one can even put up a fight against him, so there's no point.
All right, King, what you got?
My number one fight I want to see again is a Boeing 767 versus the World Trade Center. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That'd be gross. My number one. I'm kidding. It's a joke. Oh man. We already know who won that fight.
Yeah, I was gonna say
You got to do this.
It was pretty declarative.
No.
Very one-sided.
No, it's way too soon for that. No.
My number one fight I want to see Mario Cristobal versus timeouts. You can't see a timeout, so I think a timeout might win.
Can't see me.
Oh, that's good. One's from the chat. WCP Rogan versus Snipes. Are they beefing?
Wesley Snipes?
Yeah. Are they beefing? What do I not know? I'd like to see it.
Wesley Snipes, he knows that kung fu karate also.
I mean, Rogan actually trains MMA all the time, so I think he'd probably win. But
Snipes was in prison again, so edge to get people from prison.
Yeah, and he's good with swords. We've seen that. Booble says Dame versus Westbrook.
Oh, Dame's getting washed.
Dame's got no defense. He ain't blocking nothing.
Westbrook is just throwing haymakers.
Oh, yeah.
There's no way he's a disciplined fighter.
He's got the reach too. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it'd totally be one of those things where he's like just hitting Dame in the face over and over, or holding his head and just like punching him with the other hand.
Westbrook's fucking wiry. Not going to beat that reach.
So apparently Rogan versus Snipes was supposed to happen 20 years ago, but it didn't. It never went down. They were supposed to actually fight each other.
What show was Rogan on about that time? Was it Spin City?
Fear Factor?
No, it was
News Radio.
News Radio with Andy Dick?
Yep.
Phil Hartman was on that.
And Foley.
Yep.
Yeah, Dave Foley.
What a time. Well,
those were the times.
1999 was wild.
Yeah.
See, was that fight supposed to be MMA or boxing? Because I bet boxing Snipes could beat him. If MMA, Rogan's some fucking loser nerd Brazilian jiu-jitsu guy.
Yeah.
And it's not a fight.
Apparently Dame trains in boxing, Booble says.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
I've seen the Modelo commercials. He's not good at it.
WCP says both are legit Taekwondo badasses, Rogan and Snipes. Okay. I'll watch it. Also, honorable mention from Booble, King versus Fentress.
Oh, I'd beat the fuck out of him. Grab
This
his
guy,
big old- I'd take his glasses off and he's donezo.
Just point back, hey, look, someone said something bad about the 96 Bulls, and he'll look away. And
Yeah, exactly. Hey, Walter Payton's corpse. You turn, whop, bang, bang. Over.
You
Dunzo.
take his glasses off. He's like Mr. Magoo walking into punches. Love it.
Yes. You watch 90s basketball without these glasses. I can tell. Jordan stinks.
Jordan stinks.
It's not a fucking plumber you're fighting here.
Yeah. Oh, I won a couple titles against Mailman. Oh. Against a glove and a couple against a Mailman.
Did you see? I think it came out within the last week or so about it was talking to someone that like kept stats during the 90s.
That was great.
And how they pretty much said that they kind of just gifted Stockton like a shit ton of assists that are not actually assists.
Because he's Stockton.
Like, oh, they scored within like 5 dribbles and 2 passes. Oh, they'll give him an assist.
I love that. I love John Stockton conspiracy theories.
It was. That was on Pablo Torre Finds Out.
Was that
could be a sponsor. Probably never, but, could be.
Hey, never say never.
By the way, Clay Drexler, he's from Houston, right?
He went to Houston.
He's from Houston. That was a rhetorical question. That was a device I was using. Okay. He's from Houston, right? What is his nickname?
The Glide.
The Glide.
Why wasn't his nickname the Astroglide?
Missed opportunity. Could have cross-pollinated that whole thing.
He should be very upset at his management team.
Yeah.
Or not.
Should have been the Astroglide. Could have gotten millions of dollars just lubing it up.
The ad wizards on that one. Booble with some more honorable mentions. Me versus Jerick McKinnon.
I'll say you. What about Klopp? Can you fight him?
Me versus Jurgen Klopp? I am Jurgen Klopp. What do you mean?
Yeah, well, you guys fight each other for who's the true Jurgen Klopp? There you go. Who's the true one?
Will the real Jurgen Klopp please stand up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Brindley, it's a 0-0 tie in the 227th minute. Absolute scenes. Jurgen Klopp is going bat wild on the sideline. Did they even call it a sideline? What do they call it in soccer?
I think it's sideline. On the
pitch? The sideline?
On the pitch? Yeah.
On the pitch?
And then
sideline on the pitch.
Then he also has Ski versus Kurt Schilling.
Well, everyone wants to beat up Kurt Schilling.
Pretty much. He says I look like Logic in this hat and glasses. I don't like that one at all. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit.
Now I can't unsee Logic.
Not even a little bit. The hat comes off. The hat comes off.
You can never wear it again.
I'd rather not see, frankly. Glasses are coming off. All right. You killed it. Nice job, Booble. You killed it. You killed it. It's called the touch line, according to WCP.
Oh.
Scenes.
It would be called
absolute scenes. Okay, we got to end the podcast, guys.
Yeah, it's over.
Yeah. Thank you
for watching. Get us a bar on the way out here, Braga.
What's that? Give us a what?
I said spit us a bar on the way out.
Go fuck yourself. How about that? How about that? So movie on Sunday is Grandma's Boy. It's on Hulu. Watch it. Listen to us talk about it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hey, Booble, shut up.
He's Logic.